Hey, what's up guys? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video, and today we're going to be pushing towards the top 200 on my main Chief Pat account inside of Clash Royale. That's right, we're finally going to be returning to the leaderboard, and let me show you the deck I'm going to be using to get there. So this is a really strange Hog Rider Miner Furnace Rocket deck that's been played a little bit on the leaderboard, so I thought I would try it out today, and yeah, we're going to get into some fully maxed out battles against some level 12s and some level 13s, and as I asked you guys inside of the last video, you guys wanted to see some leaderboard gameplay, and I thought I would give it to you guys. I haven't pushed on the leaderboard in probably around 5 or 6 months due to the win trading at the top. I've given you guys the whole win trading spiel, but if you guys just joined my channel as of like the last 6 months, pretty much I used to push all the time, and I would finish in the top 20 in the world generally every single season, and until it just became ridiculous and I no longer wanted to push because I would get to like, you know, the top 5, I would win like 90% of my matches, and then eventually people would just win trade and pass me, and it got really frustrating. So with this push, I'm not going to take it too seriously. I'm not going to let myself get frustrated by people win trading or even anything like that. I'm just going to go for a quick and easy top 200 push. Maybe I'll do a little bit more pushing later in the season, and especially because it's the very beginning of the season, generally there's not any win trading, and it's just a nice time to play. So let's go ahead and do that. Starting off against Nav. Again, I'm using this crazy Hog Rider deck that I've been having a decent amount of success with, and what you're going to be doing is chipping at the tower over and over again, and of course you have the rocket to finish it, so that's what I'm going to be doing to hopefully pick up some wins. I know the rocket is sometimes considered a dirty card, sometimes not a dirty card. It's really, I guess, sort of controversial card sometimes because some people really like it, some people hate it, but I think it, especially right now, it feels really good, and to be able to use it against people's elixir collectors and get some positive trades off of something like taking out their musketeers and their witches and getting like 700 damage onto the tower at max level, it's actually really fun to use. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it inside this deck, and maybe we'll be able to use it pretty successfully to finish off some victories. So against Nav right here, he's got a giant like Mega Minion Ice Golem deck. The Ice Golem's sort of weird when you play it behind. It makes it a really strange placement, and as he pushes his way to my tower, he's actually gonna get a decent amount of damage done. And we're going to go ahead and have to clean up that Mega Minion, clean up this Ice Golem, but all in all, we're still looking a-okay. We've got the rocket that can kill the tower, but taking my own advice, I never like just taking a tower right then and there with the rocket. I feel like it's just a little bit wasted. Let's go ahead and miner the other elixir collector. You guys know my favorite elixir collector miner placement when it's in the top left or top right like that. I place it downwards, so most people don't guess to go downwards. They try to put it above their tower instead of on the side, like whatever defending troop they have. But finally, I'm going to get greedy and play that rocket right now, since I think I do have an elixir advantage, and it's time to make that final push and to hopefully be able to seal up this game. All right, so I'm going to get some good value off this log. I've got the knight to help out and kill this musketeer. Giant really shouldn't be able to do too much by itself. We can use the ice spirit as well as the musketeer to clean that up, and even though we played that 6 elixir rocket, we're going to be a-okay. I've got the miner on the right. I've got a log to help out that miner against the elite barbarians as well, and with the musketeer even chipping in down that left-hand side, that's going to give us the victory, and we are back on the board pushing towards the top. It's 4,600 trophies, I believe, to make the top 200, so just got to keep that in mind. Hopefully we can stack together enough victories and not really lose anything and make our way back towards the top, and this is going to be a good stepping stone. So against Nav, who is a level 12 at 4488, we're going to go ahead and beat him down, get 26 trophies and 1 clan crown, I guess. Is that what it's called? A clan crown? Or crown to go towards our clan chest, whatever you guys want to call it. Let's go ahead and get into our next battle right here, and we're running into one of our old friends, Vega Light from In the Light. When I used to push on the leaderboard, I would see this guy all the time with like the I forget exactly what deck he played, but I would see a lot of the light guys, and they were always nice when I joined their clan as well. So it was always a good time playing against them. Let's go ahead and face off against Vega Light using this deck, and I'm going to make a little bit of a risky play. I'm going to play a rocket against a musketeer, which is a -2 elixir trade, but I'm going to get so much damage on the tower that I really wanted to do it. Helping out with the giant and the ice golem, I'll go ahead and place my log to make sure we don't get any damage right there, and that was a 7 elixir push that did absolutely nothing. And let's go ahead and go on a counterattack with our Hog Rider and our Knight. Now unfortunately, our ice spirit is going to get absolutely blasted. I think our Hog Rider did manage getting a hit right there, and I'm really tempted to defend against these elite barbarians, but you know what, I'm going to say let these guys go, but look at the elite barbarians damage. It is so ridiculous, and that's why most decks near the top have the elite barbarians. My deck is sort of rare, and check out this miner placement. Again, not placing it towards the top, I'm going to go ahead and place it towards the bottom, and it's going to work out really well in damaging that collector. Now continuing onward, we do want to get our furnace set up, so let's drop that right now. He's got an ice golem on the left that really isn't doing too much, and of course that elixir collector had its value absolutely destroyed, but once again, I'm going to drop a dirty rocket on that musketeer, and that's 1,400 damage I've done to that tower. with that cost me 4 elixir. Now you're wondering why I said 4 elixir, because rockets cost 6 elixir each, but I'm taking out a musketeer each time, so it's really only costing me 2 elixir because I'm taking away 4 of his and it costs 6 for me. So for basically 4 elixir, I've done 1400 damage against that tower, which is ridiculous, and why the rocket can be such a good card sometimes. And especially just getting that musketeer positive trade over and over again feels really good. And since he went so aggressive right there, let's go for a Hog Rider Ice Spirit push. The Ice Spirit was going to turn around and attack the giant, but it looks like it's going to finally make its way to the tower and actually end up freezing only one of the elite barbarians. But guess what? The tower's down to 544. That's all we need to use a rocket to end up taking that tower out. So all we have to do from here on out is play defense, and we should be able to pick up a win. It's really funny because Vega Light actually has a bunch of people on his friends list, I'm guessing, because I don't have anyone on my friends list. It feels bad, man. But he has like 14 or 15 people watching these. I don't remember playing people with so many spectators. I don't think I've ever played someone with this many spectators before. But let's go ahead and keep pushing. We've got Musketeer killing his Musketeer. And with 30 seconds left in the battle, the elixir is pretty close to being in our favor right now, which is always good. And that means that we can wait till the very end to drop our rocket and hopefully pick up this victory. All right, so Miner and Knight are going to end up beating the elite barbarians down. Even going to freeze that last one with an Ice Spirit. He's got another giant mega minion push. And notice how I'm playing my musketeer every single time, guys. I'm playing my musketeer so it kills the mega minion. I'm placing it on the side to be able to take an angle to take it out. So just sort of realize that when people use the mega minion and they have like a tank in front of it, you want to kill the mega minion first. But anyways, enough talking about that. Let's rocket down that tower and pick up the victory for a 1 crown to 0 victory against Vega Light. So I think the real MVP of the battle was our rockets against the musketeers. Being able to spend basically 2 elixir when you take the 6-4 to do 700 damage onto his tower for free is really awesome. And that's what propelled me to a victory right there. And let's go ahead and get into one more battle against Oregon Beaver. And I remember this clan name as well. I think this was like a political clan name. I think there was a couple people in that like leaderboard in this clan. I actually didn't know it still existed, but let's go ahead and take him on. We're gonna get another free 700 damage against that left-hand tower by dropping our rocket on it. The elixir collector cost 6, our rocket cost 6, and we played it quick enough to where he couldn't get any elixir off from his pump. So another really crazy trade with our rocket right there, and we're just making so much hay with the rocket. It's been really awesome for us today, and if we actually win this battle, we should make our way into the top 200. So let's not blow it. Let's drop a knight on the left. He's splitting his barbarians, which is very strange. I'm gonna go ahead and play a musketeer on the right. He's probably gonna back up one of these sides. I thought he was gonna use a tank, but there's the Hog Rider right there. So let's use our Ice Spirit to freeze the Hog Rider. Then let's use our log, and he actually has a freeze spell. So the freeze spell can be pretty deadly, so we have to keep that in mind. The freeze spell is actually gonna end up taking us pretty low on this right hand side, and instead of dropping my Hog Rider on the right, this is where a lot of people, they would overload one side of the map. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop my Hog Rider on the left. I'm going to run straight towards this left hand tower. He dropped a knight, which was probably the last 3 elixir that he had, and because of that, look at our Hog Rider beat this tower down to pieces. We switched up the sides on him. His cannon is going to do nothing. That was a little bit of a waste of a cannon right there for him, because my Hog Rider would have died to the King Tower and other Arena Tower anyways. So that's going to be the first tower of the game off of a nice counter push and then switching up the sides on him. And with 1 minute and 25 seconds left, all we have to do is defend, keep dropping our rockets on his elixir collectors to make sure he doesn't get any positive elixir off of that. And yeah, we should be able to pick up a pretty nice victory. And let's go ahead and make sure we're defending ourselves with the furnace. Now, like I said, this guy's most dangerous asset that he has is his free spell. If we don't take care of the free spell, he's going to be able to hog down our towers and pick up a win. And as I'm waiting to see if he drops his free spell there, he's going to hold on to it and not do any damage to our right-hand tower. So now with the minute left, again, it's all about defending the free spell. I don't want to be too crazy on offense. I don't want to be clumping all of my troops together on defense to be in range of that free spell. I'm just going to go ahead and get ready down this right-hand side. I'm going to play very defensively, and here comes some barbarians. So I'm going to wait a long time to see if he actually drops his free spell on the left hand side, and since he doesn't, I'm going to rocket those down. Only -1 elixir, which is pretty good, to be honest. Let's go ahead and go on a little bit of an offensive push since he played an elixir collector with 30 seconds left, which makes no sense whatsoever. And yeah, with that elixir collector play, that did absolutely nothing for him. We're going to get some free damage onto his King Tower as well. And from here on out, he probably only has 1 more push left. He's got a Hog Rider and a Knight. Is the free spell coming? There's the free spell. We're going to Ice Spirit the Hog Rider. We have the log if we need it, but honestly, I don't really think we do. We can just go ahead and use a musketeer right here, and which we don't even need, and that's going to wrap up the battle with 10 seconds left. I've got a Hog Rider, might as well throw that down the lane, and a rocket. Oh, I'm going to miss my rocket, actually, but I'm just going to throw out a good game right there, and that will be the end of the battle. All right, 1 crown to 0. Let's go ahead and check out the leaderboards and see where we stand, and for the first time in a couple months, we should be up in the top 200. 1 more clan crown. right there. It actually has the name right there. I don't know why I messed that up earlier. And at checking where we're at 4,612 trophies. And let's go ahead and check that leaderboard and see where that makes us stand. And again, Chief Pat YouTube, Clash Royale, you guys can find me on the leaderboard if you're still looking. Of course, the leaderboard changes a lot in the beginning of the season, but all the way down to 172. I've gained 999 spots just by playing a little bit today, and that's going to be 4,612 trophies, making our way back into the top 200. So guys, really fun to be pushing again. It's obviously not very frustrating in the beginning of the season, not having to deal with win trading or anything like that. If you guys want me to keep pushing, let me know in the comment section below. Do you want to see challenges, pushes? I'm always open to your guys' suggestions and reading your comments. So let me know. You guys can either hit me up on Twitter in the comments, and I'll be sure to check those out. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Back in the top 200. Make sure you guys check in the game to see if you can find me there. And that is going to do it for this video. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.